MacLauchlan, we've been so fortunate to talk with leaders throughout our region, and right now we have our first premier of the morning. This is Honorable Wade MacLauchlan. He represents Prince Edward Island. Good morning.
Good morning, Megan. Good to be here.
Thank you so much for being here with us. Talk about the fact that Prince Edward Island was actually the very first province to host this event back in 1973. What has changed over the years? I'm sure a lot.
Well, you know, it's very interesting, Megan. 1973 was the Arab oil embargo, and energy and trade were the two big issues. Energy, trade, and environment were the three big issues at those meetings in 1973 when the 6 New England governors and the 5 Eastern premiers got together in Prince Edward Island. And what has really changed is that we've built a relationship. It's grown. We've been committed in certain areas to make progress together, but most of all, we've grown as a region in how we deal with our commerce, our economy, how we deal with our environment. And I'll give you one example of an area that I'm so proud of, where our officials get together every year. They were together in Nova Scotia this year, is on emergency measures for these jurisdictions to work together to deal with natural catastrophes.
A question that I haven't been able to touch on with anyone else is the environment and environmental issues. It seems that the two nations as a whole, Canada and the U.S., are moving in opposite directions when it comes into how they tackle those particular issues. No doubt you fully understand the bond between the New England states and the Eastern Canadian provinces. So how do we use that relationship to show folks on the federal level that this is how we accomplish solutions?
So I was at the Boston Seafood Show in March of this year, and we managed to get out of our hotel rooms and head north driving instead of flying, just ahead of a great big storm. And as you know, we had a number of those this year, and I think most anybody here in the northeastern states would say we've got some issues that we're dealing with in terms of a changing environment, both winter and summer. And indeed, these states and provinces have, since the year 2000, been working together on an approach to energy and environment that will involve lower greenhouse gas emissions. And we actually have a resolution today that will confirm that we're still on that track. Now, when it becomes practical, which we are here today, we've got 2 items on our agenda this morning. One is electric vehicles. If you're going to have electric vehicles, you have to be able to go across the border. And the other is on energy storage and how we can find common solutions or partnerships that will enable us to have more renewable energy.
Those are 2 very interesting forums that are happening here today. No doubt one of the most anticipated bilateral meetings, though, happens at 2 o'clock with the discussion on trade. With the current political climate the way that it is, talk about what you're expecting out of that meeting.
I expect that we will confirm that we are all traders. We were even traders between Vermont and Canada when we had prohibition of alcohol. As we know, just down the road from Smuggler's Notch. People on both sides of the border understand what it is to build an economy together. The 6 states that comprise New England all have Canada as their #1 trading partner. In our case, Prince Edward Island. Massachusetts is a bigger trading partner for us than the entire European Union. So we've got people here as part of a business-to-business program that we started last year in Prince Edward Island, and I'm proud that that's been continued here. And that's ultimately what it's about when it comes to trade, is finding a better deal for our ultimate consumers.
Sir, thank you so much.
That's great, Megan. Thank you.
It's been a pleasure. Enjoy the conference.
Thanks very much. Great to be here.
We'll be back at 8:30.